Greetings, conceptual, detached, rebellious Aquarius. My name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer and a tarot card reader, and now I'm going to get into the June 2019 forecast for Aquarius. And I'm going to do some tarot cards, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about the planets and the transits. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And please contact me directly for your own personal tarot and or birth chart and transit reading. And you can watch the videos for your sun, moon, and rising, and it can give you a full scope. And if you're not sure of your sun, moon, and rising, that's something that we'll talk about when you contact me for your birth chart reading. And so as we enter the beginning of June, Aquarius, it looks like you are resisting something. You are showing up as the Hanged Man reverse. So for some people, for some Aquariuses, this will manifest as looking at life through the rear view mirror. For others, it's going to be that you are in resistance to something that's going on. And it looks like it's an affair. It's something that's tugging at your heart. For some people, this can be a love triangle situation. For others, it can just be the pain or loss that comes with separation. You know, the pain of the loss or separation. And you're crossed by the Knight of Swords. And so for Aquarius men, you're going to be feeling like you're on the front lines this month. And for Aquarius women, it looks like you are dealing with a male who is, you know, ready to go to combat. And it can just be on a more subtle level. It can be a man of a lot of many words, if it's not that deep, you know. And what is the basis of the situation, it looks like maybe things aren't really going the way that you envisioned them this month. And what's leaving is the Page of Pentacles. So for Aquariuses with kids, this could be a child that's leaving. Maybe they're going away or going to, I don't know, somewhere else. But if for Aquariuses who don't have kids, this is going to be maybe a new business opportunity or a message that you recently received regarding business or finance. What could come into being is the Seven of Cups reversed, and this is just the future looking cloudy, not knowing. It looks like, I don't know, maybe around the 18th of the month, you're feeling like the future is looking, you can't really picture how things are going to pan out, or you're having a cloudy view of how the future, your future prospects. What will come into being is the Queen of Swords reversed. So for Aquarius women, I would warn you at this time to be careful with your tongue. It looks like you could be slicing someone with your tongue around the 21st of June. So you might want to hold your tongue instead of that, possibly. You might not, but you can have awareness around it and make a conscientious choice about that. And then for Aquarius men, it does look like you could possibly be around the 21st, either dealing with a woman with a super sharp tongue or with a woman who is withholding communication from you. And fears or insecurities are the Emperor. So this is a male authority figure card. This is the father, the husband, the boss, the landlord, the president, the patriarchy in general. Others see you as disappointed about something, and possibly, you know, needing to show some gratitude for what is still salvageable in the situation. Your positive feelings are the Eight of Rods, and this is about traveling. It may be a trip or a journey that you're feeling great about. And for Aquariuses who aren't traveling, this is just action and activity and being super busy and energetic and active, and you're feeling great about it. And that's towards the end of June. And then at the end of June, it looks like you are not working. So the Three of Pentacles reversed. It looks like Aquarius is not working at the end of the month, so maybe taking some time off. And that is the tarot forecast for Aquarius. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the planets. As we enter the month of June, the Sun and Mercury are both in Gemini. The Moon, Venus, and Uranus are all in Taurus. Mars in the North Node are in Cancer. Saturn and Pluto are both in Capricorn, retrograde. Jupiter is in Sagittarius, retrograde. And Neptune is in Pisces, and Chiron is, of course, in Aries. And that's where we start off June. And June 3rd is the new moon of Gemini. And Gemini is trine Aquarius, so Aquarius really flows well with the Gemini energy. And I call this the writer's new moon. If you have followed me or watched my videos at all, you know that new moons are incredibly rich and fertile spiritual soil to plant the seeds of intention that you want to manifest in the material realm. And the new moon of Gemini is all about communication. And so if you have any intentions around any writing projects, this is the time. Harness the energy of this wonderful new moon of Gemini for your writing projects. If you were beginning a writing project, whether it's a play, a poem, a novel, a song, a thesis, an essay, set very clear intentions around that project under this new moon of Gemini. Also, if you're already working on a project and you just want to keep up the good momentum, light a candle for it under the new moon of Gemini. If you are having any kind of writer's block, set intentions around clearing that up under the new moon of Gemini. If you're going to be doing any kind of public speaking engagement, or if you have any intentions that you want to set regarding expressing yourself, are you having trouble expressing yourself? Clear that up under the new moon of Gemini. Whether you're not speaking to someone for a long time, or you've recently had an argument with someone and you want to clear up communication, set intentions for that under the new moon of Gemini. You will be supported in clearing up those communication issues. If there's someone who you just have communication, tough communication dynamics with in general that you want to clear up, set intentions under the new moon of Gemini. This is a very powerful new moon for all communications issues. So I highly recommend that you harness its energy. And if you want to be on my altar, contact me. I can have a handful of clients on my altar each month. It's the June 3rd new moon, and I will help you write your intentions, and I get the proper candles and flowers and cards and crystals and everything to help your intention manifest in the material realm. And what else? Oh, also Gemini rules the nervous system. So anything around nerves and anxiety, it's a great time to set intentions around the Gemini new moon. And June 6th, Jupiter is forming a sextiquadrate with Uranus, and that's Jupiter in Sagittarius and Uranus in Taurus. And for Aquarius, Aquarius is square Taurus. And so anything that happens in Taurus, basically anyone who's 2 degrees to 6 degrees Aquarius might be affected by this because it's a square. And this aspect is, it's tough. It's feeling restless and rebellious, and there's the possibility of taking a foolish risk for the sake of freedom. And it's definitely not good for financial speculation. And that started May 23rd. It's exact June 6th, and it's out by June 16th. It's leaving. So June 8th, Venus enters Gemini. Again, Aquarius really relates to the Gemini energy. Venus is romance, Venus is attraction, Venus is creativity. Gemini is curiosity, intellectual curiosity. Gemini is communication, it's talking, it's writing. And so, when Venus is in Gemini, which is June 8th until sometime in July. So it's for the rest of June. For people who are single, you're going to be very romantically curious. For people who are in relationships, you're going to be connecting romantically with your partner. It's going to be the mental connection that's turning you on. It's going to be the conversations. It's going to be the love letters. It's going to be the words and the communication. Just in general, collectively, we are all more attracted to things, people, places that stimulate us mentally when Venus is in Gemini. And if you're an artist, this is a good time to write about your art. This is a good time to express your ideas. It's a good time to communicate your vision about your creative pursuits when Venus is in Gemini. In general, it's a great time for any kind of creative writing in general for everyone who is, interested in that. And June 14th, Jupiter is forming a semi-sextile with Saturn in Capricorn, and that's Jupiter in Sagittarius. And basically Jupiter forms a sextile to Aquarius, so anyone who's 16 degrees to 20 degrees Aquarius could be feeling this aspect. And it basically has to do with having a very good practical sense for business and just conducting life in general. And that hits exact on June 14th. And June 16th, Jupiter is forming a square with Neptune. That's Jupiter in Sagittarius forming a square with Neptune in Pisces. And again, anyone who is, because Sagittarius is sextile Aquarius, anyone from 16 to 20 degrees Aquarius can feel this. You're not going to feel this aspect as strongly, say, as Sagittarius are feeling it, but you could be tickled by it. And it started at the beginning of this year, and it's exact June 16th and goes until September. But basically, you just need to be careful of being too gullible under that aspect. It's a time where your capacity to believe in things is enlarged, and Jupiter enlarges and expands, and Neptune is visions and beliefs. And so under that aspect, they warn you, don't follow any religious leaders too hard. You could possibly over-idealize someone in romance, or someone could take you in a, get rich money, quick money scheme. So just be careful of your capacity to be overly optimistic about things with that aspect if you're born in those, 16 to 20 degrees Aquarius. And June 17th is the full moon in Sagittarius. Again, this is a very pleasant full moon for Aquarius. Aquarius is sextile Sagittarius. You're really going to be feeling this moon if you're born anywhere from, 23 degrees to 27 degrees Sagittarius. Aquarius, you're going to be really, heightened emotions, heightened energy, feeling very stimulated, the full moon in Sagittarius highlights and illuminates issues like education and philosophy and religion and spirituality and exploration and travel, and there's a lot of grace and benevolence and good fortune under this full moon. So that's June 17th. June 18th, Saturn is forming a sextile with Neptune, and that is Saturn 18 degrees Capricorn, and a sextile with Neptune at 18 degrees Pisces. And I'm not going to get too much into that with Aquarius because it's not, if you contact me for a one-on-one transit reading, we can look at where that hits in your chart and if it's something to talk more about. But I'm going to keep moving here. June 21st is a big day energetically in June. It's the summer solstice. Neptune goes retrograde and the sun enters Cancer. So the summer solstice is a big shift, energetic shift. It's a shift in the year. It's the longest day of the year. So after this, I guess the days start to get progressively shorter in theory, although, it's so the masculine principle starts to come more into play. And it's a great time to go outside, to celebrate nature. It's a time of enlightenment and illumination, and time to have fun and be joyous. Neptune going retrograde in Pisces depending on where that is in your chart, this is a long aspect over time, and Neptune is very subtle and nuanced, and so it tends to put a flavor over a certain area of your life during the transit. And with Neptune, it's definitely more about which of your personal planets it hits, so it's for sure the kind of thing that I can get into on a one-on-one reading. But I will say that in general, well, for the Aquarius rising personality, that Neptune will be going through the house of money and resources, as well as values and morals. So that transit can create confusion and disillusionment, but there's also idealism and vision. And so it's a very interesting planet to talk about in transit readings with people. And so I highly encourage you to contact me and we go over that. And then the Sun enters Cancer, June 21st. So that is Cancer season. Wish all your Cancer friends happy birthday. And for the next month, you know, the Sun highlights, the Sun illuminates. It brings light to all of the Cancer themes. So Cancer is about the mother. Cancer is about the feminine principles. Cancer is about the breast. Cancer rules the breast. Cancer rules emotions. Cancer rules you know, privacy, security, moodiness. It's a moody time of the year for people. The memory, the past, nostalgia, all of this are the themes under the Cancer Sun that are illuminated. And June 24th, Jupiter in Sagittarius forms a quincunx with the true node in Capricorn. And you know, so again, if you are 15 degrees to 19 degrees Aquarius, that's a sextile. That Jupiter's forming a sextile. And it could be a time when your religious, moral, or education values seem at conflict with society, or a time where you're having difficulty adjusting to social institutions. And then June 25th, Uranus is forming a quintile with the true node. That is Uranus in Taurus, and the true node in Cancer. And so Taurus squares Aquarius, so this can be a contrasting or a test time, and it would really affect anyone who's like 2 degrees to 7 degrees Aquarius. And basically it's a really beautiful aspect because it's about expressing your uniqueness with your higher purpose. But the square that is causing it can bring that to you through what seems or feels like a challenging or contrasting or testing experience. But it's leading to something very beautiful because it's fine-tuning an expression or an alignment with how you express yourself as it relates to your higher purpose. So it's a beautiful aspect. And June 26th is Mercury enters Leo. And that is, you know, this is a really important time actually for Aquarius because Leo opposes Aquarius on the zodiac. And so there's a lot to learn through communication with Aquarius when it is traveling, Mercury is traveling through Leo. Mercury is communication, it's talking, it's writing, it's speaking. Leo is very passionate, Leo is very dramatic, Leo is very expressive. And this is a time when Sagittarius has a lot to learn through communication, through writing and speaking. And that's the end of the June forecast. Thank you for joining me, Aquarius. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share this with other Aquariuses that you know. Please give me a like if you liked it. Please follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.eleonnicole. And more importantly than anything, please, please, please contact me for your own personal birth chart reading, transit reading, or tarot card reading. I can read in person if you're in Los Angeles, but I can also read on the phone or on FaceTime if you're in another city. So reach out today. Thank you, Aquarius. Have a great June. Bye.